So you're thinking about moving to Southlake, Texas, but you want to know everything there is to know about Southlake, Texas. Well, first of all, if you haven't seen our full vlog tour of Southlake, make sure you check that out after this video. But on this video, we're going to take you around the Google map and show you everything that you need to know about Southlake, Texas. That way, if you're thinking about making a move there, especially when you're coming from out of state, I know a lot of these trying to make this decision from afar is a little difficult to do. So that's exactly why we make these videos. But I'm going to take you around on the map, show you a little bit of what Southlake has to offer, the proximity to downtown, you know, the airport and the lake. Is it even south? Is it south of the lake? It definitely is, but we'll show you that so you can see for yourself, and we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Dallas, Texas and the surrounding areas like Southlake, well, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Dallas. My name is Levi, my partner Travis. The team and I, we get calls, texts, emails every day. We absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Happy to help you make that smooth move to Dallas. So as I mentioned, we're actually covering Southlake today, which is in the Fort Worth side. It's in Fort Worth County, or Tarrant County, I should say. So you have Dallas County, then you have Tarrant County, which houses Fort Worth and a lot of these suburbs just west of Irving, west of the airport. So let's jump in my Google Maps so I can show you everything you need to know. So here we are. You can see we've got Southlake right here. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can get an idea of the proximity to Dallas. First of all, let's just pop this up and say, let's get some directions in here and say Dallas, Texas, all right? So this is only probably going to be about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, 28 minutes, 26 miles to be exact. 26 miles. You can just come right over you see the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport right there, right over 114. That'll take you all the way right into downtown right there. So let's close out of that, and then you can even see how close you're going to be to the airport. So let's say DFW International Airport, about 2 minutes, 13 minutes actually, to be more exact. So 13 minutes right there, only 7.5 miles, and you can come right on the north entrance side there. So you can see easily as I zoom out here, you would come up here to 114, depending on where you live in Southlake, anywhere along 114. And they have on the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport what we call the north and the south entrance. So just make sure to keep that in mind. Of course, coming from the north entrance, you'll come from this side. If you come from the south entrance, you'll come from this side. Now, let me zoom out there a little bit more there. But yes, right off of 183 is where, you know, you come in off of the south entrance. So, oh, by the way, Travis lives right around somewhere in this area. Won't tell you exactly where, but he's close to the airport there too. Sometimes I just drop my car at his house before we take a trip, and then we ride over to the airport together. But yeah, south entrance coming on this side, north entrance on that side. So if you're going to be in Southlake, then you're going to, you know, come up on that north entrance right there. But very short commute. Now the thing is a lot of people get concerned about the flight path and the airport noise. That's something just depending on the more west you live, then that shouldn't be a problem. You might catch a little bit of it if you're on this east side in this area over here, but not too many neighborhoods just right there. You can see that's more in the Grapevine. It borders Grapevine. Grapevine's more in the flight path there, so that's going to get some of that airport noise, but you should be mostly okay in Southlake. So that's not really a problem. But the main thing is whenever you get to Southlake, if you're looking in a neighborhood, just wait for 5-10 minutes outside and you'll learn very quickly, because with the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, very busy airport, and flights are coming in and out all day long. So from that standpoint, you just want to step outside, wait for about 10 minutes and listen. And if no airplanes pass over, then you should be okay depending on your area of the homes you're looking in. So overall, let's see, I'll go over the first things we want to cover in here. Let's say population, okay? Let's see a little population right around, I'm just going to say around 32,000, depending on which website you look up. You could look up niche.com or even census.gov. They're both around 31,500 or so. So let's say on estimate around 32,000. My handwriting there is not that great, of course, but it's never that great on a computer screen anyways. But 31,000 of the population. Now, This is, according to niche.com as well, Southlake was just rated #1 suburb to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So think about that. That has to beat out a lot of good places. So that even includes Frisco, Highland Park, University Park. I mean, Highland Park, University Park typically will hold those spots, but Frisco, Fairview, some of the Capel, some of these other areas typically hold that spot. So for 2022 though, looks like Southlake's going to be your winner for the best suburb, the best area to live, and definitely one of the best school systems, not just in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but in the state of Texas. The Southlake Carroll high school football team, several state championships, well known for that. And so here, if you zoom in a little bit here, you'll see you've got quite a bit of commercial space right along 114 and in the heart of Southlake. Now this is the main part right here. If we focus on this part, this is where we start out, where we're in the Southlake vlog. We come down here to what they like to call the Southlake Town Square. Okay, so if I just zoom out here a little bit, you see all this yellow is going to cover, is a big majority of the commercial area. So whenever we look in there to find out what's going on, True Fire, which actually True Fire was named as one of the best places to work in Southlake. So something to keep in mind if you're in the restaurant industry and that's where you're looking to be, then you got everything. They got this really cool little park area right in the middle. You've got the Tarrant County Tax Assessor and Collector right there. Not fun to walk by, right? Never fun to visit those people. But we will take you around here. We walk you around a little bit over on this section. I stopped by over here. Let's see. Yeah, Pure Cafe. I stop in and get my coffee over there. So I'm walking kind of more on the back side of this whole commercial development right here. But you'll see there's pretty much everything that you need just in this one section. You've got a Rockfish Seafood Grill. You've got the Container Store. You've got Scout and Molly's. You've got Eddie Bauer. Impeccable Pig. Impeccable Pig. All right, that's a clothing store. I thought that might be a cool restaurant. I haven't been there. Have you been to the Impeccable Pig? Actually, let me know in the comments below. What are some of your favorite shops? So Athleta, Fabletics. I didn't know that Fabletics had an actual store. I actually like their workout shorts. That's currently what I'm using, Fabletics. For those that don't know, it's the Kevin Hart brand, but I like Kevin Hart, but I got hit by one of those ads and it looked like he had some cool workout shorts and they're pretty affordable. And so I didn't know they had an actual store, so that's pretty cool. Fabletics. Corner Bakery right there. Of course, they have a Starbucks over here. I know Cork and Pig Tavern, Crumble Cookies, Shake Shack, Bonefish. So you can see everything. This is going to be a lot of your boutique shopping, some even boutique restaurants, or what I like, mom and pop, whatever you want to call that, boutique mom and pop. You also have some of your big names. They have the Trader Joe's over here, again, Starbucks, T-Mobile. They have a marketplace by Macy's, so not quite the entire Macy's stores, but what they call the marketplace by Macy's right there, or Market by Macy's. They even have the post office there where you can go and drop off your mail. So pretty much you can run your errands, grab a coffee, grab a bite, even grab a drink because there's several restaurants and bars located in here as well, but mostly the bars are in the restaurants, but cool spots to hang out. You got Del Frisco's. Del Frisco's also named as one of the best places to work in the Southlake area. So again, if you're in the food industry, then you definitely have lots of places. There's a Lululemon there as well. So again, Moxie, you just got pretty much everything you need just in this one section. That's where the cool kids shop, right? Now you come over just east of that and you'll notice here you've got a lot of your chains and big box names, right? But I'll tell you what, Torchy Tacos, which I believe started in Austin, Texas, and now moved their way to Dallas. It's a pretty good taco place. They've become a mini chain now, and I love their tacos. Really good. Their chips and queso, really good. Pretty much everything I've had at Torchy's, really good. Thumbs up. I would eat there for sure. Home Goods. So Home Goods, one of my favorite stores, of course. You can go in there and get all kinds of good stuff for you. There's a Kroger, a grocery store, Lowe's, Costco, so that's not too far away. Costco, very important, especially if you're coming from California, and we know a lot of you are. We know you love your Costco. 24-Hour Fitness, another Starbucks, Dragon House, Bassett Furniture, PGA Tour, Superstore. There's a Travis Matthew over here as well in the Southlake Town Center. So again, you really have, just in these two sections right there, you couldn't ask for anything more. They have absolutely everything that you need right there. Gateway Church, probably one of the biggest churches in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's Gateway Church, so they've got a campus right there. I mean, you can get a pretty good idea. Look at how big that place is. So they've got quite a big Southlake campus. The West End and Southlake, and again, anything along 114, that's the major highway, as you can see, that just runs right through the middle of Southlake. All right, so that did not follow anywhere near the highway. All right, so anyways, you get the idea. 114 coming right through there is the main thing. You're going to come over to Westlake, which, by the way, will be coming out with a Westlake vlog on top of that. So here 114 is the major road, but most importantly, in my opinion, is this: you are south of Grapevine Lake, which is the one of the coolest lakes in the Dallas area. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see the major lakes all around. You got Grapevine, Louisville Lake, Lavon Lake, and Lake Ray Hubbard. And you have also Mountain Creek. You also have Joe Pool Lake down here. These makes for some really good hiking down here. Now, the thing is the hilly part, there's not a lot of hills in the Dallas area. It's mostly flat, but down here, you do have, around these parks, you do have some really good elevation and great hiking. And then you have really cool hiking and biking all around Grapevine Lake. So it's one of the best spots around here. You see, you've got Bob Jones Nature Preserve, you got Mural Park, Rockledge Park. Any of these places you come around here, you should be able to hit the trail system. So for mountain biking, hiking, trail running, those types of activities outside, you've got them scattered all across Grapevine Lake. And I'm not sure if there's a connector that I know of. No, probably not with all these inlets. But if there is just one connecting track all the way around, that would be pretty cool. But it's a pretty big lake, so that would take you all day if you tried to get all the way around the lake. But I think most of them have, up here on the north side, they have some pretty significant trail systems for mountain biking. Been up there a few times, really like it a lot. And so on the south side too, over here, Meadowmere Park as well, even though that's technically in Grapevine. So you can access the trails, running, mountain biking. You got to be careful though. Some of those trails are a little narrow. So when you're in there, if you're hiking or walking or running or doing something like that, those mountain bikers are coming through there. So just keep your ears open. So if you have headphones or something like that, not necessarily ideal because you want to be able to hear for the bikers coming through there, because they will say on your left or coming up behind you, and they'll be coming. Some of those people are trucking through there on their mountain bikes, and there's some good slopes and downhills and uphills. And so if you're walking anywhere around there, just be mindful of that, because you definitely do not want to get run over. So Southlake, probably one of the most heavily concentrated for homeowners as well. 95% of the people in Southlake own their homes. Now, the reason for that is because Southlake designed it that way. They don't build hardly any apartment complexes there. There's a couple of apartment complexes, that's about it. Otherwise, it is a homeowner's haven, all right, for Southlake. Now, you come over here, you got Bicentennial Park. That's a really cool spot as well. And then you have some commercial right next to it with CVS. You got the Tropical Smoothie, Wells Fargo. You got some tennis courts over here, but this is a pretty extensive park for you to go hang out. Again, you want to be in that park-like environment. They've got some tennis courts, you've got some gardens, you got some trails through there as well that you can go check out. You come over here, there's Carroll High School, by the way. There's the high school, and then they have the senior high school. So Carroll High School is right there, and then senior high is somewhere, I know where it's at. Yeah, just right down the street. So there's the senior high school right there. So you got Carroll High, and then you got the senior high school right down the road on top of that. So just something to keep in mind. Now here you have another little spot of concentration of commercial. Again, more Starbucks, Hobby Lobbies, Gaucho Pizza, it sounds delicious. Muya Burgers, that's a pretty cool place. Otherwise, you got some chains over there as well, but you can see Southlake Boulevard is kind of the main thoroughfare that goes through Southlake other than the highway. So Southlake Boulevard, and then that'll take you directly into Keller, which, by the way, keep an eye out. We do have a Keller vlog coming up on top of that, and we'll start you out in this area over here of Keller. So Southlake Boulevard, the main thoroughfare right through there. is we'll keep you on track. That's the main cut through. Then you got 114. But again, what we explore in the vlog tour, which again, make sure you watch all of this video first before you go check out that one. We check out homes mostly up in this area around here. Just because of logistics and timing and everything else that I was working on, I kind of stayed up in this north side, but throughout all of this whole area, beautiful areas through Southlake. What I really love about Southlake is a lot of old growth trees, mature trees. You're driving down a lot of streets. They have most of the homes just scattered off back off on the sides, so that a lot of the streets that you go down through those neighborhoods are just tree lined. Really nice grass, well taken care of. The streets, they're redoing a lot of the streets in the area too. But Southlake is one of the most affluent areas on top of that. So I want to say the median home value is around $675,000 as of 2022. Now, I started out around 650 in the vlog, 650,000, because that was about the lowest price point to start out in Southlake. So even though they say 676 is the medium, 650 currently on the market right now. Now you can find there's one or two homes in the 3s and 4s, but they're pretty much depends on your taste. I mean, they could be move-in ready, but they're mostly going to be tear downs or a complete renovation project. So 650, even the 651, probably going to need a few updates, based on your taste. But that's the price points you're looking to get into Southlake. Very well established neighborhood, low crime, great academics, great schools overall. Some of the best shopping, high end and boutique in Dallas-Fort Worth area. You're south of the lake. You're close to the lake. You border the lake. You can get over there. That's a hop, skip, and a jump away. Plus, super close to the airport and to Fort Worth or Dallas. You can see here you're pretty much almost splitting the two. You can see you've got Fort Worth right there, you got Dallas right there. I mean, really down 114, you can do that within about 30 minutes, as you saw. About the same. Now you're gonna have to get over to one of the main highways, but about the same to get to Fort Worth, probably within 30 to 40 minutes. So you're very centrally located and everything. And then of course with the airport in your backyard, I mean, it's a win-win, kind of like that song, right? All I do is want to win. Right. Anyways, that's what you're getting in Southlake. So we've helped several clients of ours win homes and get homes in the Southlake area. Right now, as of the current market, I tell you what, if you've been kind of holding on, then it's a good time to buy. Now, the main thing is that, if you're worked with us here in the past, your home values should maintain, and they still expect them to appreciate on average 9% over this year. So I wouldn't be concerned about that even if I bought a few months ago, but right now, still a great time, and the thing is that you're also close to Grapevine, this whole area. This is where a lot of conventions or conferences are held at. Gaylord, this whole resort center over here, there's quite a few of them. The Great Wolf Lodge and the Gaylord. So you're close by in Grapevine. I was going to say Grand Prairie, but Grapevine. That's what you're close to there as well. But overall, you can see just from the lake, the green space, the parks all around, not just on the lake, but inside of Southlake as well. In addition to that, all of the commercial, you see how it's nicely concentrated along Southlake Boulevard and the highway. So other than that, everything else, look at, you get up in here, you're gonna have much larger homes, much larger lots. You can see how spaced out the streets are. So that's an indication letting you know that you can get into some bigger homes, bigger lots. And that's a little bit more privacy on top of that. And now a lot of the suburbs not suburbs, but homes and neighborhoods in Southlake don't have HOAs, but again, most of the people take care of their places, so that in their homes, not something to really be too concerned about. But overall, I give Southlake a huge thumbs up. I mean, it's really a great area, centrally located, has everything you need. Plus all the commercial. I like how the commercial is mostly concentrated into those two main areas. So if you need to go do shopping for the day, you can pretty much knock it out all in one spot. That's a great thing. As always, you don't have to drive all over the place. And so if you live close to there, or even if you live it doesn't take you long to get anywhere throughout Southlake. So just something to keep in mind. I mean, you got the country club right down here as well. So you even got golf in your backyard. So overall, now, again, as far as affluency, the average income in Southlake on top of that, it's around $250,000. So just to give you an idea of what your neighbors on average are going to be making around that. And so, oh, you got Feed Store Barbecue. There you go. Coco Page Photography. All right. So you got a few cool spots scattered throughout there on top of that. But overall, hopefully this helps, gives you just a high level overview of everything that Southlake has to offer. If you have any further questions about Southlake or any of the surrounding areas, that's what myself, my partner Travis, the team is here to help you with, help you make that smooth move to Dallas. And again, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. And also, the thing is that we're here to help you get a home in the current market. So depending on what the market is doing, we only have to find you one home, and we're always going to work on getting you the best deal for that home. You make your money when you buy. And if you're planning to stay there within at least 2 to 5 years, which is ideal for any primary residence purchase, you should plan to stay there at least 2 to 5 years to maximize the value of it. I wouldn't be concerned. Nobody can time the market. Despite everything you're seeing right now, nobody can really time the market. And I've made that mistake myself, either kind of waiting or selling, at selling. Now, I've sold at times that the market went up even after that, and I thought the market was peaking and might crash. So I thought, I'm going to sell before it crashes, and that didn't happen. And then, if you're waiting to buy, you're still paying rent to do that. So what it comes down to is really, what is your situation? What do you need to do? What do you want to do? We discuss all of that with you. Ultimately, there is deals to be found in any type of market, and that's what we work on doing, is finding you the right deal for what's going to fit your needs and your family. And ultimately though, but we still look at it from a return side, from a value return side, from an investment side. On top of that, we don't want you to overpay for a home, and you shouldn't. And that's something that is you have to keep in consideration now, especially right now, because what you're seeing, if you're seeing any price reductions right now, it's because the homeowners or the listing agents are pricing too aggressively right now. And some of them think that they can still get away with that. But the thing is that we didn't allow that to get in the way of us helping clients over the last year and a half, 2 years. We still negotiated every deal completely to make sure that we got the best deal for our buyers. So a lot to unpack there, but still the main thing is just give us a call so we can discuss your unique situation, what's going on in your life, and what you're looking to do. And you'll find all of that information in the description below. And until next time, well, we hope to show you around town.